Hi, you're listening to Book Chat with author Vivian E. Moore.
Welcome, everybody, to this week's episode. We really appreciate you joining us. This podcast really shows us how we can all learn, live, and thrive off of each other. By sharing our knowledge through our conversations, we will impart some knowledge whilst learning ourselves how to progress even further. Here is your host.
Hello and welcome to Book Chat. I am your host, author Vivian E. Moore. I hope everyone had a great week and I hope you are having an even better weekend. All right, I just want to first and foremost apologize for my voice. I am not trying to do an impersonation of Quiet Storm. My allergies are like in full gear. All right, so just bear with me as I try to get to today's show. All right, so the title of today's show is Chime In, and the topic is the importance of book reviewers. All right, so in this vast sphere of let me say that right, of literature, where there are countless books that are published every year. So we know that there is a process to those published books, getting the head start that they need, and it all starts with book reviewers. All right, so and how crucial their role is in getting the word out about these books. All right, so basically they are literary critics. All right, just to be plain and simple about their operation, the part that they play in this operation. All right, so what they do is they play a huge role, a major role in getting the word out there. You can call them unsung heroes if you like. All right, whatever title you want to give to them, you can do that. All right, but just know that what they do is so important because they play such a vital part in shaping the literary landscape. All right, because they guide readers to those hidden treasures within the pages of books. All right, so in today's discussion, we're going to talk about how book reviewers' significance can impact authors and readers. All right. So first of all, they are quality inspectors. All right. Book reviewers, they serve as gatekeepers of quality control. All right. In the world of literature, their critiques and evaluations, they help readers to sift through the avalanche of available books, because it's just that many books out there, folks. Books are getting published each and every day, whether you think about it or not. That's why it's millions and millions and millions of books out there. All right, so what they do is they separate the literary gems from the mediocre or the poorly crafted books. All right, because if you're going to spend money on a book, or even if you're going to download it for free, you do not want to waste your time reading a book that is not well written. All right. So what this process does and what it is so essential for readers who are seeking valuable, thought-provoking content amidst the noise of the publishing industry. All right. Because their voice is our voice. And you may not think about it in that way, but it is. Authors who are bursting onto the scene, they often find it challenging to gain recognition in a crowded marketplace. All right. And that's just the truth of the matter. So book reviewers, what they do is they provide a platform for these voices to be heard. They give those positive reviews that can catapult an unknown writer into the spotlight. And isn't that what we all want? All right. So what they do is they open those doors to larger audiences and to publishing opportunities for those who, you may want to, DIY, but, at some point in time, you want to see if you can hit that, if you can hit the that professional marketplace where you can pitch to publishers and, and have them publish your book in that commercial fashion. All right. So just remember that book reviewers, they contribute to that opportunity and also to the diversity of those literary voices. All right. So we all know how the truth shall set you free. Yes, indeed. So, we may not always want to hear the truth, but the truth is good. All right. We need that because constructive criticism, that's what we're talking about. All right. It is so invaluable for authors who are looking to refine their craft. All right. You may not want it, but sometimes you need those well thought out assessments from those book reviewers because what they do is they provide the authors with the necessary feedback that they need to grow. All right, we can't grow if we don't know where where our strengths and our weaknesses lie. So that feedback, what it does is it shines a light on those strengths and those weaknesses, and that also allows an opportunity for us to improve as writers, and and to make a better or a more great impression on the literary world. And that benefits both the authors and the readers, okay? Because that's what we want to do. We're not in this game by ourselves. We're not just writing, to read the books ourselves. We're writing these books so they can be mass produced and introduced to, to an audience that would read these books and help generate book sales, okay? Just keeping it 100% real, all right? So by all means, shine a light on me, all right? Book reviewers are like trusted guides for readers who are searching for their next literary adventure. All right. Think of them as tour guides if you want to. All right. Their insight, it helps readers to make more informed decisions, if you will, about what to read. And they also, they ensure that the reader's time is well spent on books that will align with their preferences and their interests. All right. If you're one of those readers who are confused about what you want to read, and maybe you want to skip around the different types of genres. You may be pro one genre, but you want to try something different. So book reviewers help. They shine a little light on that. All right. So their guidance is especially crucial in today's fast-paced world where time is precious. All right. I know my time is. I don't know about you, but I know mine is. All right. So let's talk about it. So book reviewers, they serve as conversation starters, and boy, don't we need that. All right. So what they do is they ignite these discussions about the themes and the characters and all the ideas that are presented in those books. All right. So and then these discussions, they can transcend the book's pages and then they can resonate in society, which encourages a more thoughtful exploration of important issues, and then it promotes a sense of community among the readers. Wow, and we need that. Okay, we want to get people talking. We want to get these book reviewers talking about these books, spreading that information about these books, and building a community, on these book clubs. When I say community, I'm talking about these book clubs. How Oprah used to have the, Oprah's book club where she would introduce these books and these authors, and then the audience and all the people that are watching the show, they would go out and buy these books. So that's what this is when you say building a community among readers. All right. So let's keep it real, shall we? All right. So we want to talk about accountability and then ethical standards. All right. So what am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about professional book reviewers. All right. Well, when you think about professional book reviewers, that automatically takes your mind to, okay, so you're paying somebody to read your book, to give you, paying for a book review, basically. Okay. Well, yes and no. All right. So what professional book reviewers do is, or what they're supposed to do is, they're supposed to adhere to the ethical standards that promote fairness and opportunity for everybody and objectivity. All right. So what they do is they're supposed to provide an important counterbalance to the influence of marketing and promotional efforts. So they're supposed to be committed to unbiased assessments of all books. And what that does is it guarantees that the books that are being evaluated, they are evaluated on merit rather than their marketing budgets. All right. So professional book reviewers, basically what they do is they read your book. And if they are ethical, if they are keeping up with the ethical standards as a book reviewer, then what they're supposed to do is read your book, give their opinion on your book, whether it's constructive criticism. OK, because, again, we need that. And we want their honest opinion about the book. Now, you get the opportunity to either keep that book review to yourself. You paid for it, it's yours, or you can share it with the world. All right. So the choice is yours. And if you want to get professional book reviewers, you can do that. Or if you want to find some book reviewers that will read your book for free and give their, honest opinion, then go that route as well. So in the end, what we want to do in this age of information overload, let's just be honest about that. Book reviewers, they play such a vital role in helping readers to discover literary treasures and then authors to gain the recognition that they deserve. All right. Because it's hard out here. All right. For writers, it is so hard out here, trying to compete with the competition. And we need those book reviewers to help us do that. And so, because their influence, it extends well beyond just mere opinions. All right. They are custodians of quality and promoters of diversity and facilitators of meaningful conversation. So the next time you pick up a book, take a moment to acknowledge the importance of those dedicated individuals who chime in. All right. So that is the show for today. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you will listen, like, and share, because that's important as well. All right. This is a podcast, but, still, I just like those book reviewers. I need you to review my podcast. Tell me what you think so others will know, and then they will tune in and also listen, like, and share. All right. That's a partnership, and I appreciate you for that. I also appreciate you for, chiming in each week, listening to the show, downloading it, and sharing it. And it is available. Book Chat is available anywhere you listen to books. All right. They're on all podcast platforms. So that is important as well. And also, as I always say, be mindful of those who you care about. Always tell them how you feel about them, because tomorrow is not promised. Today may be the only chance you get to say that. So on that note, I love you. I hope you love me back. Until the next time you hear my voice, God bless you and goodbye.
Loved what you've heard on this week's episode? Well, the answer is simple. It would mean the world to us if you could head over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review and feedback. Spreading the word really is the best way to grow our podcast and achieve even greater things. Thank you.
Join us again next time when we will be back with more tips, techniques, and cheats to achieve the rewards that you deserve. Thank you so much for your time today. And please set your podcatcher so that you never, ever miss us. Bye for now. And thanks so much for listening.